All right, everybody. It's Saturday. Got my festive shirt on. Got my reporter hair ready to go. Today, Associated Press. We're gonna just breeze through a few of their little snippets here because I've learned that anything that appears on here becomes the TV news. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we got cooking today. I accidentally you put your mouse over it and it auto plays, so I already did that. I did not set up the proper audio, so this might be a little jarring for everybody, but bear with me. I'm trying an external audio situation. Let's go ahead and should we start later or sooner? Let's go later to sooner. Okay. So the beginning of the day. Beginning of the day last night, midnight. 20th. By the way, happy equinox, dude. Alhamdulillah, you know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and start with this 119, 23 hours ago. Let's see what they got to say.
Kurds from all over Iraq's Kurdish region and elsewhere have come here to Acre in Doha province to mark Nowruz, their new year. Acre is known as the capital of Nowruz, and typically we see thousands of people come here to climb the mountain wearing traditional Kurdish clothes, carrying lit torches and fireworks and music, as you can see behind me. This year's festivities have fallen under a very difficult time amid a regional war sparked by the U.S. and Israel's attack on Iran. This region has seen near daily attacks by Iran-backed militia groups targeting U.S. assets and as well as Iranian Kurdish armed groups.
Reminds me of the Renaissance
Usually
Fair.
we would see tens of thousands of people, and the attendance here is much less than that this year. However, those who have come say that it's still important to mark the occasion despite the rain and of course the war. The main event this evening will be a procession of people carrying torches up the mountain where they will light a fire to symbolize freedom and the arrival of spring.
Spring? Oh yeah, it's there's a little equinox party for you. Sounds fun. Sounds fun. Love that. Love a good when a holiday is about the seasons, whereas in America everything's a scan, like it doesn't mean the thing it's for. Like Easter is for the arrival of spring and all that. Well, I would say that's more Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is spring has arrived. And then to me Easter is like summer's here, you know. Halloween, fall, obviously. 4th of July, you could say, is the summer solstice celebration. Yeah, Christmas is, to me, New Year's is Christmas, right? I mean, right. I don't know. New Year's is kind of just like tacked on as extra, but to me, Christmas is the real New Year because it's right after the 21st, which is, the solstice again. Again. But who am I? That's paganism. You get that out of here. All right. Anyways, we have. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on, buddy. We're doing this different this time. Whoa, buddy. All right. So, coming up next, we're going to do these in a new tab. Very smart.
We learned today that prosecutors in Brooklyn and Manhattan have been questioning drug traffickers for several months about ties of their organizations with Colombian
DEA names Colombian president
also
a priority target. Oh boy, we're taking it all, guys. We're taking it all.
Labeled.
Mark my words. Out of all this will come the unions. European Union American Union, Middle East Union. There you go. Asia Union as well. So you'll have all those, and then in someday those will all converge into the one world government. But you need to everything's too diverse right now. You need to clump it together a little more. So you can see that the South America Union is being formed. They even renamed the Gulf of America, because that's the new name for everybody. Yeah. Mock me! On this day, March 21st, 2026, I predicted the unionizations of,
Bro, a quote.
what would you call that? Hemispheres? I don't know. You know, Asia, Middle East, Europe, Americas. That. And then that's the whole Greenland thing too. You know, EU and AU will be fighting over Greenland. AU, which is also the, I think, periodic table sign for gold. AU. So who loves gold? There you go. See? That's the unified code right there. Trump said he loves gold. American Union AU is the symbol. There you go. It's making gold.
Priority target. It's not clear if Petro has indeed committed any criminal acts. And in that regard, it's very different than what happened with Nicolas Maduro, who has been the target of a U.S. Indictment for a number of years.
Is that a
US
jetpack?
military.
Does this dude have a jetpack on? Like, what? See, these are societies where they met the aliens or something. You know, they have the Ooparts. So they met the aliens the first time they came. And they looked, you know, this is like, to me, everything I see in these old cultures like South America and stuff where they have weird ancient technology artifacts, is their things are meant to recreate futuristic technology, but how it looked with what they had available. So like they took their weird little box they carried and a bed roll, and they put it over it to look like a jetpack, which the people that went back in time and visited them back in time also had.
They went in and captured him and jammed.
In my opinion, this is all theoretical. It was a work of fiction.
So this is significant. Colombia is the world's largest producer of cocaine. President Petro
hell
is someone
yeah.
who has sparred frequently with President Trump. It's also worth noting that even though he's had a rocky relationship with President Trump, they appear to have had a better go of late. If there's going to be any additional action from the Trump administration, we haven't seen that. We haven't seen that yet.
Oh, well, you know it's coming. America Union, coming soon. Oh, here we go. This one's a banger, folks. Absolutely. We've got on this one a little blessing. Video of Justin Timberlake's 2024 drunk driving arrest. Shout out to that. 6/18/19.
So the reason for the stops because you're veering off to the left, and they
See the he's nervous. He's like, "Oh shit. Is that JT in the minivan or something? Like, what is this BMW minivan? I don't know." But he's just like, uh oh, so you're veering.
so the reason for the stops because you're veering off to the left, and then you're not stopping at the stop signs.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
He's just
Your vehicle
ripping.
was
He's
equal.
ripping through town.
Yeah, I saw rental.
It's a rental. Okay. Do you have any registration with it? Do you know if they put it in the glove box?
Ooh.
Were you visiting?
Tour.
What were you doing?
On a world tour.
Yes.
A world tour.
He acting like he doesn't know who this is. Come on, bro. For what? But at the same time, yeah, if I were to sit there and say like, "Oh, I'm on the world tour," you'd be like, "What?" Like, the world tour. Like, you're supposed to know who I am. I mean, honestly, I've thought about that when I'm like out in the world, is if I really saw a celebrity or something, would I know it's them? I don't think so, because like sometimes you see somebody and you're like, dude, that guy looks like that person. But like if you went up to him and were like, "Oh my God, Tom Cruise," he'd be like, no. It's weird to me when celebrities tell stories about people walking up to them being like, "Oh, bro, I love your stuff." It's like you were really sure that was him. Maybe he does know who he is, but he doesn't. I mean, they look way different in person than on TV too, with all the, all the makeup and everything. So yeah, it's fair. It's like, well, this guy kind of looks like JT, but like, I'm not gonna just assume every dude that looks like JT is JT. You know what I'm saying?
Doing what?
Um, hard to explain.
How's it hard to explain? What?
World tour.
I'm a musician.
Justin Timberlake.
Oh, see, he's like he
What's-
didn't
what's-
he didn't he didn't want to name drop, but he knew he had to. So he did it in this like it's hard to explain, but I'm Justin Timberlake. How's that hard to explain who you are? Give him your fucking ID, bro, and he'll figure out what your name is, dude. Well, let's get some ID, dude.
Justin Timberlake.
You could have played. Okay, you could have hit the Larry David music right there, like. "Ba-do-do-do-do-do."
Justin Timberlake.
What's your name?
Justin Timberlake.
You are Justin Timberlake?
You are
You have a
the
license with you?
JT. Can I get? Oh my
I'm
god.
gonna put your right foot in front of your left, stay just like
Edits. I don't want edits. I want the raw footage. We're gonna find the raw footage. He's got an 88 on his shirt. Oh hell no! He
So
almost
the way
fell.
this device works, you just put your lips over it and you blow into it like you're
Look
blowing
at all
it.
the everybody came out. They called this like, yo, JT's here. It's like, oh god, the backup's coming.
Alright, at this point, based on the observations, you're under the arrest for suspicion of driving while intoxicated.
There has to be a moment of talking.
No. Not anymore.
Please help me.
Not anymore.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
This,
Can I?
this registration.
Who's this?
Case of the vehicle, okay?
I have his phone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can you guys please just do me a favor? Because
Is
you
this-
love bye 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 or like.
Oh
texting back.
my-
One favor, let me ask him if he wants me to give him his phone.
Yeah. I mean,
This is insane.
so it's not gonna be a long thing. I'll let you walk up real
Please.
quick.
Oh my god, who is that? Is that his handler? That's crazy reaction. That is suspect. Like the PR just begging to save the program. Well, that was fun. Okay, we got some Hawaii flooding, it looks like. Let's take a look see at that.
I'm in Honolulu where it's been raining, sometimes heavily. The rain has
The weather
led to
wars are
catastrophic
kicking off,
flooding in
you know?
communities north of here, where muddy floodwaters have washed away cars and homes. Earlier Friday, an
Tiny
evacuation
microphone.
order was issued for thousands of residents of two North Shore Oahu towns because of rising levels of an aging dam. Officials are warning there is a risk of
Ooh,
imminent
if it's
dam
muddy
failure.
too, it's a lot of clay
Most of
in
the
there.
state was under a flood
Yikes.
watch, with the North Shore of Oahu under a flash flood warning.
However, volcanic rock, great
the National
drainage.
Weather Service
so-
warns of widespread life-threatening flash flooding. Rain and possible thunderstorms are forecast through the weekend.
All right, so Hawaii flooding, got it. Careful in Hawaii, okay. Let's take a look at this next one here. Jury finds Elon Musk misled investors during Twitter purchase. Wow, really?
The jury
That's
here in
shocking.
federal court in San Francisco has found Elon Musk liable for $2.6 billion in damages. for the
Billion?
fraud in Twitter.
Okay, hold up. Now, you know here on the channel we do a little bit of fashion analysis. And this needs to be discussed pronto. Okay, now first, as a glasses wearer, I just want to show you. Look at how thick. These aren't fake, folks. Okay. Oh wait, wrong camera. Excuse me. You can see the distortion. These are real. These are the real deal. These are a medical device. Okay. So what we've got here is something insane. And I just really want you to look at the screen and let it soak in for a minute what we're seeing. Now, these glasses, I'm not opposed to them existing. You know, oh, they're probably haha fun for a joke, whatever. Imagine wearing those like in a blacklight scenario. Man, That looks pretty cool, I bet. A concert or something, a party, going out to a fancy dinner, even like, night on the town in LA. I'm gonna wear my quirky bright glasses. A bachelor party, unless I could go. Okay, enough. But here we are giving an Associated Press report on a $2 billion court case. We got the party glasses on. It does not look professional. I'm like, is this a joke? This is a joke. And I know I'm not supposed to judge people, but dude, you go to work at your minimum wage job, they would tell you to take those off. But she's out here, AP $2 billion court case with Supreme Court implications, talking about highlighter glasses. And to be fair, I don't even know if they're real, honestly, because like the distortion isn't, I mean, it is distorting, but in the opposite. It's like making her eyes bigger, where mine kind of make it smaller. You can see right here on the side, it sort of distorts the face. That's how you know if glasses are real or not. If you ever want to know if glasses are real or not on somebody, you look at right here. If it doesn't match up, it doesn't match up. You know what I mean? That's how you know. But hers are sort of zooming in, which almost implies reading glasses. So can she even see? What do we got here? I don't know. But either way, I'm giving that a 1 out of 10 decision, both for professionalism. You're like 40. Come on, dude. Like, I can't. It's like when people wear neon Nike shoes with a suit. It's like, do you really expect to be taken? Does she expect to be taken seriously with those on? And as a glasses wearer, I can comment on other people's glasses because I also, too, am medically afflicted. And you can see I've made a pretty good choice, I think. I'm trying to go for a sort of 90s vibe. And I know, Jeffrey Dahmer. But, like, get over it. It's not. Jeffrey Dahmer doesn't own aviator glasses. Tell it to Tom Cruise. Why can't you say it look like Tom Cruise in Top Gun? Anyways. This is about $2 billion. I don't know. I'm already annoyed. But, like, I just had to stop because these egregious glasses. I just can't believe that. I can't. Anyways, let's go.
Investors when he was buying the company back in 2022. The class action lawsuit, which represented thousands of Twitter investors, claimed that Musk deliberately sent out tweets and made statements that served to drove Twitter's stock price down, because he was trying to back out of the deal or renegotiate it for better terms because he was losing money on Tesla shares at the time. This is the first time that a jury has sided against Musk over tweets that he sent out that affected stocks in companies that he owns or was about to own. And the plaintiff's lawyer says that it represents a victory not just for Twitter investors, but for investors on Wall Street.
What is Twitter? Does Twitter exist anymore? I don't understand. Let's see more information. The jury has found him liable for defrauding investors, lowering the stock price intentionally. So he was saying Twitter sucks to lower. So he used his influence to lower the stock price of Twitter before buying it? Let's see what the comments have to say. Look at so what? That's how you know this reporting was garbage, because everyone's just like, so what? Didn't you listen? Well, they didn't say that. I know, right? For real. For real. 2B, dog, you missed it. Bill, you get a hearing aid. Shelly Marie. Classic boomer. Let's take a look at Shelly Marie. Absolutely. Comment from Louise de... What an accomplishment. Best watercolor teacher ever. She's over here saying, buy a hearing aid, idiot. Anyways, we're off on a tangent. So yeah, money. I guess the rich get richer, courtesy of Elon Musk. So that's cool. This one's gonna get me riled up because it's about money, but you know we got to go through it. So we got. I'm just finding out about this because I've been so
Denver International Airport, we have set up
engrossed in the
donation
war.
boxes inside of the main
But apparently the government shutdown mid-war is making the TSA not get paid, but we just must have them. So everyone's pitching in and helping out and giving their hard-earned cash into a metal box that no corrupt person is going to use and exploit. So let's go ahead and see how they're going to convince us the world's getting better.
terminal, where passengers or just general public can donate gift cards. We
Gift
did a
card.
call out to the
Gift card.
public asking for specific gas and grocery store gift cards in an
This
effort
guy.
to show our support to TSA employees through this government shutdown. This has been the first week that TSA workers haven't received their paycheck. So in an effort, we're trying to provide that support. TSA employees are still showing up to work, especially here at Denver International Airport. We've still experienced normal wait times thanks to TSA employees still showing up to work, although they haven't received their paychecks.
And today we dropped off some gift cards to grocery stores and gas stations, quite a few for them to.
Look at how she's so proud of herself. Thinks she's a hero. Like, dude, I'm not now. I've never been on a plane. I've never experienced the TSA firsthand, so I don't really have much to say. That's my limited experience. I don't know. I've never gone anywhere on a plane. I've been on a plane, of course, but I don't know. I've never had anywhere to go. I've never had enough money to go on vacation. I don't have friends. I don't have family. So where am I going on a plane? I don't know. Nowhere. Plus, I like the train more. I take a bus. I drive there. Whatever. Never experienced TSA firsthand, but we all know the memes of them. So I guess I'll just leave it at that, and
Hopefully. I don't think it's very fair for the workers.
It seems like a huge scam, naturally. How do I know they're really not being paid? Can we prove that?
Have to work even when the government is shut down.
Don't
but
forget
we
to pay
appreciate
extra to
them working
pre-screen.
and showing up every day, going days and months without pay. So it's good
Months?
for us.
Now all of a sudden they're going months without pay. See, this is crazy.
And help them as well.
And every time I go through the TSA, I think about how they're not getting paid at the moment. It's like, hey,
Do you?
work they are doing is serious, and they're not getting paid for it.
Ooh, you see who they use to talk about this? I'm not even gonna say it, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
Goes out to them. And I have a really good friend that is part of the TSA. He works for TSA, so I
Spring
am aware of
break
the
curfew.
situation. But he's definitely struggling. He's reached out to me a couple
We'll
times
take a look
about
at
things
that
that are
next.
going on and maybe other job opportunities for him. But he is definitely struggling right now.
And it's so nice to be seen and for people to understand that even if you're still smiling, you could be struggling on the inside.
Oh,
So it's
really?
good to, if you know that people could be struggling, to step.
Here's the thing, though. They've gotten everyone should have a savings, no, by Mr. Government. So if there's, then why not put a box up for everybody? For see, now we're gonna need a gift box for every employee that feels underpaid. It's like tips. Now everybody gets a tip. This is stupid. This is honestly a really stupid thing. Remember 2001 when none of that existed and now all of a sudden it's a problem? Oh, I didn't look at the spring break chaos. Well, we'll check that out in a minute afterwards. Officials say 10 people blanked in South Korean factory fire.
현재까지 연락이 되지 않던
Okay.
3명 중 10분을 수습하였습니다.
Oof, we got missing
전일
people.
23시 03분
23:30.
공간 2층 휴게실 인근에서 1명을 수습하여 병원으로 이송하였고 금일 00시 19분경 동간 3층 헬스장에서 추가로 9명을
Notice all the 33s and
이송하였습니다.
19s. Oh, look at that cute little car there. Really cute. man, factory fire. Do you think this is related to the Iran situation? Oh my gosh. Let's take to the comments. We've got multicultural prayer hands. Very cool. Oh, here we go. Glass. Wow, dude. Oh boy, here they go. Here they go, dude. Everything's subversive. Okay. Uh-oh. Oof, 19 minutes ago. Alright, hold on. I'm going to open this in another tab. We'll come back around. There's just so much to see today. Okay. We got another clip about Nowruz. Let's see what they're up to. Also kind of looks like they're sort of beating the drums of war and preparing for war, you know? That's the vibe I get. What does that say? Rasputin. Alright.
TSA travel woes causing scenes like this at airports in
Take a quick break.
Atlanta, New York City, and Houston. A sea of people trying to escape for spring break.
Oh no, spring break, damn it. I see. So you can see exactly how things work. That's why they chose now to do this. It affects the travel.
On Truth Social, President Trump
Truth
saying he
Social.
moved ICE agents to the airports where they will do security starting Monday, adding he has told them to get ready. While Elon Musk on X offering to pay the salaries of TSA personnel during this coming impasse.
Didn't you just lose $2 billion, bro?
To advance a bill funding just the TSA.
The motion is not agreed to.
Failing to secure enough votes today. TSA officers going on 36 days without pay as the partial shutdown continues with no sign of a resolution. The TSA saying more than 400 officers have quit their jobs. Others are calling in sick. Friday, more than a quarter of officers didn't show up at JFK. Roughly a third were a no-show in Atlanta. And at Houston's Hobby Airport, more than half. Some are getting second jobs to make ends meet.
Ends
Really
meet.
good friend that is part of the TSA.
This guy
He's reached out
again.
to me a couple times about things that are going on and maybe other job opportunities for him, but he is definitely struggling right now.
Denver International Airport setting up a collection box.
Today we dropped off.
See how they're using the Associated Press footage we just watched from like 12 hours ago? This came out 19 minutes ago, so we're on the cutting edge.
Newark Liberty, some arriving early to avoid any problems.
I didn't know what to expect.
Oh my
I've been
god.
tracking it online.
Whatever the solution, travelers are anxious for the turbulence.
Notice how he was showing a QR code to the camera.
Valerie Castro joins me from Newark International Airport. Valerie, how long should travelers...
Okay, well. Oh, here we go. Now some compelling coverage here. Her journey to the BTS reunion show. Thank God. I didn't know they were split up. Oh my gosh. Who? Why? Double Korea. So the factory's blowing up.
I just got off
And now we got
Gwanghwamun
BTS.
train
Oh my
station.
God.
It's the nearest train station near the venue, Gwanghwamun Square, where the comeback concert for BTS will be taking place tonight. So right after I got off the station, I see 2 metal detector stations, and there are a lot of police officers here, as you can see.
No kidding.
And then the metal detector stations block the entries to the roads that lead up to the venue. Now I'm heading towards the main Gwanghwamun Square with hundreds of fans, and police has been ushering us towards the front. And then currently the seats are still empty, the entry hasn't started, but I see a lot of excited fans just taking photos behind me, around me, and yeah, everybody's just waiting for the concert to start.
Oh, cool. What else do you really report on?
So I am finally at the middle of Common Square in Central Seoul, right in front of centuries-old Royal Palace, which is a bit far away. Central Seoul is essentially on lockdown because BTS is performing here tonight. The
Why is
Sunburners
this such
are
a big
reuniting for
deal?
their first concert in nearly 4 years after all of them completed South Korea's mandatory military service.
Oh my
The show is free for the public and it will be
What?
live streamed on Netflix tonight.
Mandatory military service. See how they work that in there? Do your duty. We're not gonna. That's too explosive. That's too explosive. We're not gonna look at that. To war news.
השבוע עוצמת התקיפות שיבצעו צה"ל וצבא ארצות הברית נגד משטר הטרור האיראני.
But I will say, there is a concerted effort to lower the standards of what is beautiful across the world. It's happening everywhere. It's aesthetic terrorism. The buildings, the models, the clothes. I mean, it's like everybody's in a competition to see how ugly they can look right now. You know, like, oh, look at how stupid my shoes look with my dumb big pants. And they like, what are you doing? What are we doing? And I'm not saying like, oh, society should look good. I don't know. It's, to me, I've dressed stupidly in the past, and I don't know. It has a psychological effect on yourself to intentionally look stupid for a meme. Like, it's like a jester. You're a jester where you just, I guess, who are you dressing for? You know, I dress for myself. When I see myself, I'm like, I like this. I like to look down at what I see, and I see it, and I'm like, nice. I don't think, what do other people want to see me in? But, I don't know, maybe that's what makes a trendsetter and a sheep different.
נשען, תעלה מדרגה באופן משמעותי במערכה בהובלת נשיא ארצות הברית דונלד טראמפ וראש ממשלת ישראל בנימין נתניהו תימשך. אנחנו נחושים להוסיף ולהוביל את המתקפה נגד משטר הטרור האיראני, לערוף את ראשי מפקדיו ולסכל את יכולותיו האסטרטגיות עד להסרת כל איום ביטחוני מעל מדינת ישראל ומעל האינטרסים של ארצות הברית באזור.
Stepping up attacks, guys. Okay, look out. We've got a severely damaged hospital. Let's take a look at that. Ceiling has collapsed quite a bit. Nothing there. You notice how it's an abandoned building that looks like it hasn't been used for a really long time. There's nothing on anything. You know, like stuff on the table. A box of plastic gloves. Hand sanitizer. You know, there's a wheelchair. Okay. Yep, let's get in here. What do we got? So this is an active room. Where is it's just a refrigerator. Is that a phone? No, that's a little sus to me. That's a little sus, guys. I don't know about that. Oh, we've got new images of Neil Armstrong. Oh, buddy.
It's not, Polaroids or...
Now, I'm sure you all can figure out what I think about the whole moon landing situation.
An early
I won't even get
flight,
into it.
One of the most famous
but
astronauts ever.
You know, if you know, you know.
So on one hand, it's sort of sublime that it's just a regular photograph, like I said, like you see in a family member's old photo album. But the events are particularly historic. So I think that's what I'd like people to take away from it.
Shame the U.S. government didn't have its own photography. What?
Sometimes an incredible event can actually be documented by some of the most ordinary means.
Oh, really? Almost as if it provides the real human perspective instead of a predetermined fake one. Wow, good observation, guy from Ohio. Have you noticed how much Ohio's going on in here? A lot. A lot. All right, what's next? We got some Iranian strikes, allegedly. Oh, boy. This is Israel here. Look at that. The IDF looks they're like so dark and scary. Everything they have is just like blacked out. They come in the night. Like ninjas in medieval times. Alright, that was it. A little bit of a fire, and Phil keeps coming up. Get out of here, Phil. Okay, former FBI director. Oh, we have the deaths are coming in threes also. We got Chuck Norris. Who cares? And we got this guy, so there's one more coming. There's one more coming. Who it gonna be? Someone who's 80? And you've got, it's interesting now, it's like a justice thing. So we've got Texas Ranger, Chuck Norris. And then we've got FBI director. Maybe one of the presidents. George W? Maybe gonna kick? I don't know.
The acting attorney general asked me to serve as special counsel, and he created the special counsel's office. The appointment order directed the office to investigate Russian interference in the 2016 presidential election.
Oh, of course. Lest
This
we
included
forget the
investigating
Russian
any
collusion.
links or coordination between the Russian government and individuals associated with the Trump campaign. Now, I have not spoken publicly during our investigation. I'm speaking out
Oh, he
today
wears his
because I-
watch backwards. That's how you know he's a hero. My mouth is crooked.
complete. The Attorney General has made the report on our investigation largely public. We are formally closing the special counsel's office, and as well, I'm resigning from the Department of Justice to return to private life.
Cool. All right. Congrats. See you later. Bye. Okay, we got the Egyptian president meeting with King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa in Manama. Is this real? Is this all? This seems like made up stuff. All right, we got some cars around. Look at this. Oh my goodness gracious. This looks like Saddam to me. That is like aged Saddam. No, he's swagging away. Hell yeah. Alright, alright, alright. Oh, also notice this. Okay, oh, we got hot releases, guys. We got hot releases. Top stories. Oh, we could have just watched that. Damn it. Alright. More about the TSA pay.
Well, I think if you're gonna create an entity, you need to be prepared to fund it at all times, especially when it's for the security.
Our expert on the field, Marissa King and Keisha King of Las Vegas Visitors. She's got her dad's Milwaukee Tools shirt on. Like, good grief almighty. If you're gonna create an entity, you have to be prepared to fund it. It's like, okay, well, Marissa Hashkate, it's been funded pretty well since like 2003 when we were all forced to accept the Homeland Security Act. No?
Security of our country.
Shutting.
Have you noticed people with iWatches are like normies? It's like this weird normie collar. Look at how she looks. I'm so proud of my daughter. Look at her go. She's gonna go ahead and be on the news just like her mother is.
Is gonna be problematic. They're gonna go through the cracks. Things are gonna.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Because people don't go to work. They're not going. They don't want to go to work because they're not getting paid. So it just makes sense.
Ew.
I don't know. Our government
Well, then they're not very passionate about their job, are they?
Is
I hope and pray that they're able to prioritize.
Do you pray? Everyone say a prayer for the TSA. Really?
Going on with the budget.
I'm not gonna
and
waste a prayer
we're
on
gonna
that
pass
one.
whatever's needed to pass to make sure that these people are paying.
These people
for
are paid. Are they doing it for money, or are they doing it to keep our fucking world safe? Now, I'm no expert. Again, never been on a plane, never been finged by the TSA. But, like, dude's got his I'ma inspect you glove in his pocket. I don't think that's very respectable. But anyways, I digress. Oh, hell no. We got the You People shirt. Are you kidding me with this one? I'm gonna take a screenshot live on the stream. Cause that one's crazy. Alright, but this is crazy. You, comma, people. But here she is gonna talk about people. You know, that's the thing I hate about modern America is this irony thing of, like, she'll wear this You People shirt, but then be, like, a complete and utter socialist. I hate that. Like when a song with sad lyrics has a happy beat, or a song with happy lyrics has a sad beat. I mean, that one's, I accept a little more, the sad beat one, but it's just like, you know, well, it's like, I need to stop. Need to decide. You know, we can't live in a permanent state of irony, because then nothing will be taken seriously. I'm supposed to take her seriously, and then take the woman with the neon glasses seriously at the same time? I mean, come on. Here, what are we doing?
I have to go until they get this figured out. It was horrible.
She wants to go on vacation, so y'all better get this shit figured out pronto. You feel me?
Staff
And You People, she got nothing to say.
Due to low staff, so there wasn't a lot of workers there, but the workers that was there, they was doing what they could do. So.
And like, who wants to work 8 hours or more shifts and not get paid for it?
Exactly.
So
Her shirt should say, You People, I love money.
It's pretty tough for you.
But in order to enjoy her life of necessity, she think of how many people are required to get to 350 pounds. How many food workers, delivery drivers, healthcare workers, you know, the list goes on and on. How many people you need to become obese. Huh. Shocking amounts. I want to see this spring break issue here. I've been dying to click on this one.
The city of Daytona Beach is declaring a state of emergency starting tomorrow. This comes after chaos erupted during the start of spring break last weekend.
No.
With more unsanctioned events expected this weekend, city officials are working to keep the beaches safe. West 2's Pamela Coleman explains the youth
Unsanctioned
curfew
event.
and what locals have to say in response.
After thousands of people flooded Daytona Beach for an unsanctioned event last weekend.
Unsanctioned? Did you pay for your permit, buddy? Oh my god, we got neck brace,
Some locals
guy.
are welcoming the city of Daytona Beach's new curfew for anyone under 18.
I think it's a great idea.
I
Yep.
think we definitely, that should actually be in place.
Oh, absolute Florida meth. God, I knew it. I did the impression. I think it's a great idea. That reminds me of my mother. You know, what does that tell you about my life?
And for the next 7 days, all minors will have to be at home by 8 p.m. until 5
Minors?
a.m. the following morning. The curfew applies only.
Why should they be there at all? This is for drinking. Like, to me, if you're not 21 and up, you're not even allowed to be on this little peninsula here. Honestly. I guess that's what a curfew is, but like, really, dude, middle of the day, they're not underage drinking and stuff? Like, come on, dude, that's crazy.
Then the
That's
special
crazy.
event zone stretching from
21 and up to engage in, quote, Daytona Beach spring break. Absolutely. It should be. All these bridges should have toll booths where they're carding you. And that's fascist, I know, but you know what? This is a problem. This is a problem with our society. Too much intermingling of what's appropriate and what's not.
Who are with their parents, who are playing in their front yard, or going to and from work. In the meeting,
Playing
police
in their
chief
front
Dakari Young
yard.
says he has more ideas for future years on how to get the crowds under control, from placing an age limit on Airbnbs to requiring mandatory security guards at bars. But he says it's up to the city commission to decide how strict they want to be, giving
There
examples of what other cities are doing during spring break.
So Miami Beach just flat out said, "You are not welcome at all. We don't want you here. Everything's shut
Whoa,
down."
bad move.
Panama City Beach is looking at
Can Miami Beach really take
managing
the
it,
hit like that?
but zero tolerance.
That's crazy.
Zero tolerance.
The city's
It-
hoping
it's
this
our-
curfew helps reduce
It's
the
our
crowd.
biggest time of the year. We're gonna go ahead and shut everything down. That's stupid. That's dumb.
Agencies are still preparing, including beach safety, because the massive crowds increase the number of calls that come in.
Obviously.
Inside of those big groups, we'll have smaller units staged so we can respond quickly. We do have an
Shoulder
established
pens.
emergency lane that we try and traverse throughout the day to keep people out of, but with that many
Okay.
people, it's difficult to get through in an expeditious manner.
Expeditious
Covered in
manner,
Daytona
absolutely.
Beach, Pamela
Roger
Cole,
that.
Flash 2 News.
All right, guys. Well, spring break's cooked. I guess. Damn. Let's see the comments on this one. I like to go by the newest because you get the most raw thing. It's their culture to just breed and let the streets raise them. Yeah, that's true. First Amendment cracker going off. What is the real problem, Ray? Sure. Absolutely. Trump has directly bankrupted 4 casinos since he returned to tours in America with ICE. Vegas is a ghost town and more casinos are getting ready to fall. Is America great again yet? I think that's Price's issue. Money issue. Who's going to Las Vegas when they're poor? Why would you? Well, you got rid of the dollar buffets too. That's what I had a whole goal of someday of I would go to Las Vegas to try the cheap buffets. And now those are all gone, so why would I go? I don't want to gamble and debaucherize. Just make it Amsterdam, just accept it. Florida's saying there's too much chaos. Ooh, harsh. B-dubs, got him. Make segregate. Oh boy, okay. Surprised that thing they interviewed had front exactly they do this all the time. Bang, 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 bang. Okay, extremely racist in the new comments. Shout out to that. That's the tone in Florida, so get at it. Let's see the top, the one they share. I believe not long ago a cruise ship had a similar problem like this, period. Good comment. This is why we can't have nice things. Remember when spring break was about college students? I know, what is that? This annual swim form grew into blah, 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 blah. Okay. Who cares? No one's swimming. Yeah, isn't that interesting? Almost as if they don't like water or are afraid of it. The fatigue is very real. Kept our rights. Oh, see, you gotta behave. You're not... And anyways, alright, well, that's your AP catch-up of the day. I don't know. I got not much for you. I mean, I could keep going, I guess. I don't know. What's new? 30 minutes ago. Alright, let's just watch this, dude, quick, and then we'll see.
As usual in the Middle
This is
East,
from
the
Fox.
Submarine Intelligence Officer, National
Trump
Security
considering,
Force
quote,
of
winding down
He's
the
here with
war.
me, Hal. I wanted to start
Let's hear from a
with
retired old man that has
the
no
Iranian terrorists launched a
any
long-range
information.
missile for the first time since the start of the operation.
Oh my
Golden
God,
Lion
long
that could
range.
reach a distance of around 4,000 kilometers. During Operation Rising Lion in June 2025,
Holy
the
cow.
IDF revealed that the Iranian regime has intentions to develop missiles with a range of 4,000 kilometers.
Oh
which
my
pose a
God.
danger to dozens of countries in Europe, Asia, and Africa. Let's make this picture a little
God
bit bigger
forbid
so we can
Somalia
understand.
gets hit with a ballistic
Gives you an
missile,
idea
guys.
of the circumference that can be covered. Hal, the IDF, saying this earlier today. What are the implications of a long-range weapon like this?
Well, the implications are big. And the question is, how many do they have?
What are you implying?
This one, they fired at David Garcia, a place where I used to be stationed way back then.
Ah.
They didn't cause any damage. Nothing happened from it. It obviously it caused a lot of excitement, I imagine.
Didn't do
David
anything?
Garcia.
Cool.
But if you look at the range fan around it, you start to get a sense of what they can cover. They can reach all the way to London, Paris, Copenhagen, Oslo, Warsaw, Barcelona, hitting big chunk of Spain, Italy, Rome, a big chunk.
Okay, dude. Like, and you know how long it's gonna take to get there? So there's gonna be plenty of time to intercept that thing, dude. Stop.
20 countries releasing a joint statement.
20
UAE
countries. Okay, we got UAE, UK, France, Germany, Netherlands, Japan, Czech Republic. Wow. Czech Republic. Where am I getting Czech? Oh, Canadian Republic of Korea. Oop, wait. Latvia, thank God. Estonia. Okay, the Estonian boys are down. We're good. Czechia. Oh, really, for sure. Wow. They're condemning it. They're condemning it.
included in this, condemning Iran and offering to contribute to appropriate efforts, they say, to open the Strait of Hormuz. Not going to read the entire statement. I'll read the beginning of it. The joint statement by these countries now are they
the United Nations Convention on Law of the Sea and talk about the moving, and everybody benefits from that.
We're looking at video on the screen right now. CENTCOM every day has been posting new videos of their war ops. These are some of the videos they've posted in the past 24 hours. Earlier today, Hal, the UK denounced what it called Iran's reckless attacks after ballistic missiles were fired toward the joint U.S.-UK Diego Garcia military base.
Okay, boring.
I don't the host of the Strat podcast. What's going
on? All right, let's see if we can see some of this alleged footage. What do you got for us, man? Update from the commander. 5 days ago, dude. What? Do we got any shorts, bro? Combat power. Whatever, dude. I don't want to sit here and be lied to, but the camo looks great, though. I mean, pretty nice. Pretty nice camo. I do hate that the Velcro's on them, though. The Velcro patches really annoy me. Ugh. Well, alright. That was your video for the day. I'm not going to go too long. It's like an hour. Who cares? So yeah, that's your news of the last 24 hours, according to the Associated Press, at least. So, I guess we'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully something exciting happens, right? Oh, very cool. At any rate, thanks for watching, I guess. Yeah. What else can I say? Have a good day. Stay safe. Just kidding, just kidding. I don't believe in the term stay safe, because it implies you're already safe to begin with, and you're never safe.